Sawete omnes hodie discamus Latinam. Et nunc vertite ad paginam duos centi tria. Or for those of you following along in English, page 203. On page 203, you'll notice a picture that's titled Euphrosune. 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 Now, I want you to look at that picture on page 203 and notice a couple of things. First of all, it's really a very nice portrait as far as shading is concerned. I want you to make a couple of observations right now as to what the artist has done. So you all know enough about art to realize how the artist is using line, how the artist is using color, how the artist is using shade. You all know enough to know how the artist is creating a sense of three-dimensionality, and also how the artist is creating a sense of both reflection, a light source, some colors that aren't necessarily the right colors, but that help us help to convey the right colors. So go ahead and do that now. Pause your video, and I want you to say aloud 3 observations about page 203. Do that now. Okay, great. Now turn to page 204. You'll notice that now we have Euphrosune. On 204, we've got the introduction to stage 32. Pretty exciting stuff. I'm going to have us, actually, I want you to repeat after me. Post stridie. Euphrosune. Domum. Haterii. Regressa est. Now, hopefully you said that all right after I did. If you didn't, now's your chance. Pause it now, you stay, and go back and do that. Thank you, you stay. Now let's translate together post stridie. When I say omnino, we're all going to translate at the same time, and I should be able to hear you from your houses. That's how loudly you should be translating. Post stridie, Euphrosune, that's what I want you to translate. Notice DA there, D-I-E, DA. That should remind you of a sort of time, a unit of time measurement. Please, I want you to translate that. Good. On the next day, Euphrosune regressa est. She returned. She returned to the domum of Haterius. Nicely done. Now repeat after me. Iterum. Tamen, praeco, eam, verbis, duris, abegit. If you didn't do it right then, please pause your video now and do it. Daedale, I'm talking to you. All right, here we go. Iterum. Again, however, the praeco, the herald denied her. He abegit eam. He denied her with harsh words. Oh my goodness. What a rough herald to go through. Harold the Herald. I think that's his name. Maybe Harold the Herald. Who knows? Okay. Part 2, there on page 204. Here we go. Servus eam hortatus est. Everyone. Servus eam hortatus est. Candida. Candida. Repete. Gratias. Ut praeconem donus corrumperet. Sed Euphrosune ab eus modi ambitione abhorruit. The slave, hortatus est, the slave encouraged her to bribe the herald with gifts, or something to bribe the herald. Okay, you'll notice there, corrumperet. What English word does that look like? Corrumperet. Let's think about that. And I think you might notice here, we have corrumperet. And looks a lot like, oh, now you know, corrupt with donies, corrupt with gifts. Yep, that's right. Nice work, folks. So to corrupt with gifts, that which means to bribe. So he encouraged her to bribe. The herald said, "Euprosene," but Euphrosyne abhorred. She hated. She bristled at. Ugh, she abhorred that. Oh, not me. I shouldn't do such a thing. She abhorred bribery of this kind, or ambition of this kind. And you'll notice here in our scene on page 205, you'll notice that Euprosene has packed her bags, and she's on her way. She's on her way home. She's not going to stand for this. Euprosene septem continuos dies aprecone abacta. Let's repeat. Let's say that all together. Omino. Euprosene septem continuos dies aprecone abacta. Denique in Graeciam redire constituit. Repetite omnes gratias. Now, Euphrosyne denied. See that abacta? Abacta is the same word that we saw on the last page. Abegit. Abegit is what led to abacta. Denied for 7 continuous days by the herald Denique. Fine. Finally. All right, here's your challenge, folks. Let me interrupt myself to say that your challenge for today is to use the word Denique somewhere with your family, where you say, finally, Denique. All right, that's your challenge for today. Put that in your, put that feather in your cap and just leave it there. Remember that. And so finally, she constituted, she decided to redire in Graeciam, to return to Greece. Hoc concilio capto. After she'd taken this plan, after she'd conceived this plan, she conscindereted, she profecta est. She went to the Flumen Tiberum. You all know the Flumen Tiberum. What is it? Say it. Say it. Say the Flumen Tiberum. Say it. Gratias. Gratias. That was my best Dora impression. Dora the Explorer. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but a lot of times she gets very mad at the viewers on the screen. She'll just say swiper, no swiping. Just say it. Say swiper, no swiping. Say it. Like that. And so that was my impression. It's decent, at least. Not half bad. Okay. So to the Tiber River. You guys got it right. To the Tiber River. I'm sure you said it. I could hear you through the screens. So she went to the Tiber River to get into a boat. Conscinderet, a boat, a nawim. Okay. Finally, scene 4. You'll notice we're in a peaceful garden, a wonderful garden. Not unlike the garden in which I'm sitting. Notice the cherry blossoms all around me. Aren't those wonderful? And you notice the background there. I don't know why the people haven't moved recently, but I'm sure they will at some point. I think they're doing some sort of a flash mob where everybody just stands still. I think that's what happens. So, eodem die. Everybody repetite. Eodem die. Quo euprosone discedere constituit. Celebrabat haterius diem natalem. How nice. As I like to tell my other classes, dems the same. See that eodem? Dems the same. Repeat after me. Dems the same. Everyone say it. Dems the same. Say it again. Dems the same. Dems the same. Dems the same. Now, eodem. So what do you think eodem means? The same. On the same day on which Euphrosyne decided to go home, or decided to leave, to split, to get out of there, Haterius was celebrating his birthday. What a nice time. It's always nice to celebrate a birthday. After his clients, I'm sorry, after congratulations had been received, the congratulations of his clientium, of his clients, he was sitting in his garden at leisure. Oh, how nice to sit in one's garden at leisure. Oh, Haterius is living it up. Subito, erilis ortum in grassus est. Subito. What could subito mean? Subito, 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 subito. Suddenly, Aeolus entered the garden. What's going to happen next? Ah! Flip the page. We're going to find out. Page 206. Euprosine, revocata, great news. Euprosine is recalled. Oh, thank you, Euprosine. Thank you, Euprosine. What great news. Haterius, you've done it again. Thank you so much. Folks, I just heard the 2-minute warning, so we got 2 more minutes to translate together. Whatever we don't get to is going to be your homework. So let's hope we do a good job. Let's hope we're efficient. Here we go. Aeolus cum hortum intraviset. I hope you're following with me. What's that? Oh, did you say ubi sumus? Ubi sumus. Yes. Pagina duos cantos 6. Page 206. Stage 32. Euprosine revocata primus. That's the first story there. So look at the top there, the italicized words. Aeolus, when he had entered the garden, he addressed Haterius with flattering words. Now, folks, some of you I know are saying to yourselves, Magister Lichty, I can't go this fast. I'm not translating this fast. I can't do it. I'm just getting so frustrated with you. Why do you read so quickly? And you're sort of, punch in the air, as it were. I don't want you to do that. Just pause. This is all recorded. Just hit the pause button. Look at it again. Replay what I just said. Take a deep breath. Breathe in the cherry blossoms. Relax. As our Norwegian friends say, schlop off. Relax. It's okay. All right, here we go. Aeolus comes in and he says, Domine, Master, omnia quae manda vista parata sunt. All that you've commanded has been prepared. Centum amici et clientes ad cenam invitati sunt. 100 friends and clients have been invited to dinner. Must be a big birthday. I ordered the coquum. I ordered the cook to parare. Oh, I miss Grumio. Don't you? I just thought of Grumio. Oh my goodness gracious. How I wish Grumio were still with us. Oh, Grumio. Oh, Grumio. Oh my goodness. Where could he be? Oh, he fades in and out on us, doesn't he, Grumio? But always on our minds. Always on our minds and in our hearts. Okay. So I ordered the cook to prepare a sumptuous dinner, a sumptuous meal, and to get hold of, really old Falernian wine. That is, I ordered the Calarium. The Calarium, it's a weird word. It means sommelier. Sommelier is a word we don't use very often unless you've been to really fancy restaurants. It means a wine steward. That means the guy that picks out wine for you. That's his whole job. You sit down, you have a steak, the guy comes over and he says, here's what wine you should have with that. That's a job, if you can believe that. That's what somebody does for a living. That's the Calarium. That's the wine steward or the sommelier, if you want to be fancy about it, fancy Nancy. And then, of course, nihil neglectum est. Nothing has been neglected. Nothing has been neglected, just like we haven't neglected anything when it comes to your studies. We give you a full week off from Latin to kind of let you catch your breath. Now we're on page 206. I'm going to have you finish translating page 206. Okay? Finish translating page 206. I want you to write it out. Go ahead and write it out I want you to write it out by hand. Okay? And then I'm going to ask that one of your parents signs off that you received no help translating. Now, your translation might sound terrible. It might be awful. It might be really, really bad. And that's okay. I want you to do your thing. Okay, I want you to try your very best. All right, so I'm going to write this again. Page 206, translate. All right. Now, obviously, I have already translated up to neglect to master on line 7. Congratulations. But I want you to do page 206. I want you to translate it in your own handwriting. I want a parent to sign off saying you did not look on the internet at somebody else's translation. You did not work with a friend on the phone. None of that stuff. This was your deal. You did page 206. All right. And I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna say once you've gotten down to line 10 of the second story, that's it. Line 10 of the second story. So really, this is just about a about a 22 line translation. That's about it. Line 10 of the second story. All your own work, honor code. Make sure you do it yourself. All right, and that's it, folks. Okay. Gracias, Wabisago. Et nunc finiamos. Pax Vobiscum.